There's no such thing as a small disaster. So when you call 1-800 Damage of North Dakota, we come prepared to restore your life back to normal. From burst pipes to unexpected mold discoveries or fire damage, when things couldn't be worse, we come to you with our best. With empathy, local expertise, and a truck full of seriously powerful equipment. 1-800 Damage of North Dakota. Restoring what matters most. 701-670-2022.
Hello, I'm First Alert StormTeam meteorologist Joseph Williams from Valley News Now Weather Update, which is brought to you by 1-800 Damage of North Dakota. Again, First Alert StormTeam meteorologist Joseph Williams, and the time is currently 3:17 p.m. on my phone, and basically it's a chilly day. After seeing some light snow moving in for the first day of 2026, we're starting, well, the rest of this week on a chilly note. We saw sub-zero lows, seeing single-digit afternoon temperatures, and we're going to continue seeing that cold through tomorrow before warming up the first weekend of 2026. So let's get right to the forecast to kind of show you what I'm talking about. Again, here's a look at the weather camera outside in the Red River Fairgrounds. You can see that there is that snow-covered winter wonderland picture, but the snow has stopped falling so far. We are taking a break from the, I actually see a few snowflakes out there. But yeah, we are seeing these on-again, off-again showers pushing through as we head into the afternoon hours. So that is something,
There's no such thing as a small disaster. So when you call 1-800 Damage of North Dakota, we come prepared to restore your life back to normal. From burst pipes to unexpected mold discoveries or fire damage, when things couldn't be worse, we come to you with our best. With empathy, local expertise, and a truck full of seriously powerful equipment. 1-800 Damage of North Dakota. Restoring what matters most. 701-670-2022.
Hello, welcome to this Valley News Now weather update brought to you by 1-800 Damage of North Dakota. I'm First Alert StormTeam meteorologist Joseph Williams with your Valley News Now weather update. And it's a chilly start to the year 2026. Happy New Year's Day, everybody, and definitely make sure you're bundled up if you're heading out today. We saw morning lows in the sub-zero range, some light snow across much of our region. In fact, I took a look outside of the station earlier this afternoon. We saw about half an inch of snow accumulation on our snowboard, and other areas saw a little over 2 inches of accumulation. I'll go over that in a second. But basically, we saw an active weather pattern throughout much of today, starting off the year 2026 on an active note. In fact, that was pretty much just the latest weather event that we saw after an active 2025 season. So let's look at our year in review for Fargo specifically. The hottest days were May 11th and the 12th and July 14th, as we saw temperatures reaching 95 degrees in all three of those days. The coldest mornings, meanwhile, were in the 20s below zero for January 20th and February 13th. So we had a very hot summer and a very cold winter. The snowiest day was around 4.9 inches on April 2nd. The rainiest day was August 5th with 1.69 inches of rain. And the total liquid moisture was nearly 21 inches out of the average of 23.95 inches. So we had a pretty busy year. We actually trended above normal for temperatures in parts of our region and trended below average for precipitation amounts. And, well, we started off the year 2026 on an active note, too. Again, we saw that light snow this morning, but also morning lows this morning were in the sub-zero range. We saw a low of 3 below in Fargo, 2 below in Grand Forks, 2 below in Hallock, 2 below in Cavalier, and 6 below in Thief River Falls. And wind chills were much lower still, thanks to light northerly winds pushing in. At the same time, we saw that Arctic air mass. Here's a look at snowfall reports, too. These snowfall reports are as of this afternoon. Larimore saw about 2.6 inches of snow. Grand Forks saw about 1.5 inches. So did Otter Tail, Minnesota. And portions of Becker County also saw nearly an inch of snow accumulation. And like I mentioned earlier, Fargo saw about 1/2 inch of snow accumulation outside of the Valley News Live station. So we did record snow in the Central and Southern Valley, but the bulk of the moisture was in the Central and Northern Valley, basically, in the northern areas of our region. And we are looking at a few more snow chances between Friday night and the weekend. Bitter cold is expected through Friday too, so we'll continue staying on the chilly side towards the end of the week. But next week we are looking at moderating temperatures, so that is the good news. Here's a look at our satellite and radar to show you what's happening currently. Our radar is picking up some light snow out to the east of Grand Forks, and we are getting reports from traffic cams, for example, of some snowflakes coming down across our region. Very little moisture expected from the snowflakes, though, and I anticipate that by the evening hours they will dissipate because, look at this, we are seeing clearing skies in parts of our region, just a low-level cloud deck that will break up as we head into Thursday evening. So we are looking at quieting conditions as we head into Thursday evening. That's because of that stream of moisture pushing out of our region. However, look to the west of us. We have this atmospheric pattern that's dragging moisture from the Pacific into Canada and the northern plains, and also impacting the Rockies too. And some of this moisture from out west will slide into our region, which means we are looking at some more snow chances over the next couple of days. In fact, Friday night into Saturday morning, we are looking at some light snow in the Northern Valley. And then for Sunday, we are looking at some more isolated chances. So we are looking at some isolated weekend chances here. Here's a look at a first look forecast to show you what I mean. Now, Thursday evening is quiet. We're just looking at some clouds, which is why I'm not showing Thursday night. But Friday morning and afternoon, cloud cover builds back in from the west. As we head into late afternoon and evening, we may see a few flurries pushing into a region, but the snow chances don't really ramp up until the overnight hours, and even then, they'll mainly be concentrated in the Northern Valley and northwest Minnesota. So we're looking at some light snow accumulation out in Roseau, for example, and in Baudette by around 4 a.m. Saturday. We'll see that light snow continuing in the Northern Valley and the international border up until about 10 o'clock or so, when the snow activity moves out of a region. By that time, we're looking at a few tenths of an inch of accumulation, maybe up to an inch of accumulation in northern Lake of the Woods County. So not much snow is anticipated, but as always with these snow showers, you could see a few slick spots on the road, so keep the VNN weather app handy if you are traveling north for Friday night into Saturday. Then as we head into Saturday afternoon and evening, we're going to stay dry. We're just looking at a partly to mostly cloudy sky for the day. So filtered sunshine. And we also will see rising temperatures around that same time. But watch what happens on Sunday. As we head into Sunday afternoon, another low pressure system will bring some rain, wintry mix and snow shower activity across our region. So we will see some wintry precipitation moving through on Sunday afternoon and evening too. So keep the VNN weather app handy if you're traveling for Sunday afternoon and evening. By Sunday night, that moisture pushes east of our region. We're also keeping an eye on Arctic air. What happens is we are still dealing with a stream of cold air from Canada and the North Pole heading into North Dakota and Minnesota, as indicated by this purple and pink color here. So we are watching for that too. But as we head into next week, we'll see moderating temperatures taking place. Basically, a ridge will build in from out west, and that will cause temperatures to rise as a result. We will warm up as a result. So what does that mean? Well, for tomorrow morning, we'll still be under that Arctic air mass, which means sub-zero lows, wind chills lower still. And I'm thinking wind chills in the teens to 20s below zero. Like, for example, 4 below for the air temperature and 11 below for the wind chill in Fargo versus 6 above and 1 below for Sisseton. So we're looking at another chilly morning on our hands. By the afternoon hours, we will see temperatures climbing into the single digits to low teens. So we are looking at a day similar to today, which is chilly, but not the worst case scenario. Then as we head into Saturday, we'll warm up into the teens. By Sunday, we're starting to see some of those blue colors in the Southern Valley. That indicates temperatures in the low 20s, and that's because of warm air infiltrating our region ahead of that upper level ridge out west for Sunday afternoon. So the northern plains may see some 20s for the first time in a few days. And then Monday and Tuesday afternoon, we're looking at temperatures in the 20s across the region. May even see a couple of low 30s for Tuesday afternoon. Put another way, temperatures will trend above normal for the first
work week of January, but by the following week, we'll be back to normal basically in the upper teens heading into next week. So let's recap everything. Our first alert forecast shows some cold temperatures for Friday. So we're ending the work week and basically starting 2026 on a very chilly note. Make sure to bundle up, take precautions to protect yourself against the cold. But it won't be until Friday night into Saturday morning that we see a few snow showers, and even then that snow activity will be concentrated in the northern valley. So keep the VNN weather app handy if you're traveling north for Saturday morning. Then by Saturday afternoon, we are drying out with a temperature of 15 degrees. And then heading into Sunday, we are looking at a few more precipitation chances along with rising temperatures. Look at this, a high of 21 for Sunday. And looking at the long term, temperatures will stay above normal. We'll stay in the 20s for basically all of next week. It won't be until next weekend that temperatures drop back into the teens for our highs and single digits for our lows. And all the while, most of next week is looking relatively quiet. It may not be until next Friday that we even see a chance of snow moving into a region. Models actually are a little bit uncertain regarding next Friday. We could see some more wintry precipitation moving into our region towards the end of next week, which may impact any plans you have. So keep the VNN weather app handy as we track into next week. So just to recap everything, we are warming up. We'll get out of this cold spell as we head into the upcoming weekend, but we'll also see a few isolated snow showers too for the first weekend of 2026. Now I'm going to get off here, but I will be giving periodic weather updates on the VNN First Alert weather app, and I'll be on for 4, 5, 5:30, 6, and 6:30. Russ will be on for 9 and 10, so be sure to tune in to watch us for your First Alert forecast. But in the meantime, have a happy new year.
There's no such thing as a small disaster. So when you call 1-800-WATER-DAMAGE of North Dakota, we come prepared to restore your life back to normal. From burst pipes to unexpected mold discoveries or fire damage, when things couldn't be worse, we come to you with our best. With empathy, local expertise, and a truck full of seriously powerful equipment. 1-800-WATER-DAMAGE of North Dakota. Restoring what matters most. 701-670-2022.